Yeah, for sure. I don't like that EG does not have any kind of tower damage. Like, they're focusing hard on the lanes. They want to, just ruin Ame's Monkey King, but they cannot end the game. That's going to be the problem with their draft. Like, they, even with the 10-15k gold advantage, I still don't think they can go for tier 3 towers. So I'll go PSG.LGD here.
I'm also sort of like what PSG.LGD have, I'll be honest. I think, they've obviously done what they've done time and time again. This DP Monkey King. I'm going to be interested to see if EG's approach is going to be able to deal with it. But I do feel that it might just not be able to. If they're not able to close up the game quickly, I think they're going to get out carried hard by Ame.
My thanks.
Thank you very much. Very excited to see this match, though, play out. EG versus PSG.LGD, and some kind of different heroes coming out, especially towards the end. Nothing to say. Bringing in the mid laner, something that we don't get to see.
I wish there was something else. Maybe a Queen of Pain, possibly, because like Lina, I've seen this hero fail so many times. Recently, I've seen a better performance, from Lina in general, but I can understand why, stun
coming in already with the stuns onto Einstein's side. They're going to turn. They're going to actually be able to one-fight first, but they'll turn over as well towards Y. They'll take down two. As Einstein's side, he's able to get out of there. As PSG.LGD, they try and look for action. They've got a lot of stuns, but it wasn't enough. EG able to just turn, hold their ground, get 2 kills for themselves.
We see that all the time. Someone tries to, contest against the task. The damage coming up from the tag team, the more numbers you bring, the stronger the hero is.
Yeah, and as we see being pointed out there, 860 damage being done by that nether toxin that Isosize was just able to turn, lay down, and they were just standing in full duration.
Begins.
So Isosize got the first blood, has 200 extra gold, 250, will TP back to the lane. He's probably going to go for Urn. Circlet, Sage Mask, more overtime damage. This is something that they've done before, also like having aggressive tri-lanes, and they've also like to get a first blood and TP position 5 to the bottom lane. So why? He needs to be careful. Like anyone who's melee in this, like even Ame, like there's so much kill potential, a lot of slows.
Seems able to win out of the tri-lane versus tri-lane toppers. Both teams, EG and PSG.LGD, have come out with the fantastic lanes in the games that we've seen from the front so far. Why? To get gone on here, but are they able to keep them covered with the Boundless Strike? Only just though, in fact with the Nether Toxin, why? He might still tick down Verify, just enough to keep him alive. Already seeing the hard-hitting potential of EG's tri-lane.
So it seems like they want to keep it. They put Arteezy on the bottom. Arteezy wants to rush for the boots of speed. Like in 1 versus 1, if you have a long lane, a Razor is pretty much always going to have a good time.
You're always going to find some sort of opportunity to losing on Faith Bian and start running. Xingqiu coming in with a rotation. Arteezy's prepared to deal with this. Trees and Xingqiu not wanting to hunt any deeper, knowing that static links are available. Arteezy could have always looked for the turnaround, and Xingqiu will respect that.
It's one of those moves where you just rotate your position 4, forcing the rotation of their position 5, and now you have 2-1-2 lanes. Crit, level 2. Once Viper hits level 2, he is already level 2. They can start playing aggressive. They're playing Viper into 2 melees. Tusk already has boots of speed plus attack team, just saving a skill point to see whether he needs a snowball or he needs an ice shard to block them off. Same build pretty much always on Crit Tusk. He's going for that drums. 8 charges. Pretty much no one else is doing it. Everyone else is prioritizing either a Falcon Blade or Orb of Corrosion.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
PSG.LGD to aggressive.
Such an outrage.
EG up top. Very surprised if we ever see getting taken down whilst there's just the 2 members of PSG.LGD here. Sitting over in the mid lane at the moment, 12 for 3, 12 for 3. Complete even trade and farm between Zay and Arbet.
Both of them bringing the bottle at the exact same moment, pretty much. Buck will have it a bit earlier, so he can start to play a bit more aggressive. Lina still has that Fairy Fire, but no mana for Dragon Slave.
Arbet right able to connect the orb there. Both keeping another on their toes. Matchup in the mid. Well, I'm like definitely the lane where we're seeing EG win out the most. EG getting the free farm. we're seeing the Death Prophet starting to fall a little behind here. Faith Beyond definitely having the tougher time in these dual lane setups.
He's level 3, still saving a skill point, but if he needs a Spirit Siphon or to put another point in Crit Swarm.
Top lane crit. It's ready to go and onto Armate. They close the gap with the Snowball. And even with the Verify, it's not enough to keep him alive. This top lane, incredibly strong. There's just it's not possible to play into if you're these two melee heroes. You get close to these two,
It's so hard.
They'll turn and kill you every time.
You need a bit more mana regen on Viper, so he decides to get an Urn of Shadows. Was thinking about rushing a Necro mode. Okay, I don't think I've seen this before, like, ever. I've seen some offlaners like a Tusk where there's like great synergy from the tag team, so might be reason why he's also going for it.
And down the line, it will give, see, around 4-minute runes. You're gonna have Rick coming in, nothing to sail. And down the line, Striker A. He's got to run. And Ahmed will turn with crit over towards Jinkyu instead.
Another orb.
Ahmed, nicely done. Coming in under the tower, he's able to nuke down.
Oh,
Jinkyu.
Regen Rune. Why? We'll pick it up. So that's a big deal, just denying that rune from Puck. Puck is still level 5, like they might be able to get this kill. Yeah, that looks pretty dead.
Hey, may have got the rune, but he's going to pay with his life. 2 kills for Ahmed. Some beautiful moves from Crit, coming around the mid lane and allowing Ahmed to turn and find so much action already. 4 minutes and a half in, Ahmed's already 3-0-1.
They need 1 point on the board. Like they need, because you're at the 0, you just want to have something. Because it affects you, you look at the scoreboard, these are pretty big numbers, right? On the screen.
See Ahmed go up for the 5-minute rune. There's a lot of members on PSG.LGD down as Jinkyu position. We're seeing already that top lane starting to fall apart for PSG.LGD. Only Arme up here at the moment, and he's probably going to have to just turn towards the jungle. Laning against Ice is just not an option right now.
This is one of the reasons why EG just decided to go for this like heavy lane pressure. They knew that Razor's gonna have a good time. He is the lane dominator. Same goes for Viper. Mid lane doing really good. Like Lina, has more CS, but they managed to kill 2 supports. Puck is level 6. There's the rotation.
Playing around with nothing to say. They'll drop the Laguna onto Flop. The stun as well to finish off the kill. Arbed will still get the cleanup on nothing to say, and at the end of it all, Arbed's probably going to be happy. Fly going down first, it means that Arbed continues to just pick up the solo XP for these kills.
He's pretty happy that his support died.
He's like, thank you, Fly. Not only giving him solo XP, but also, of course, eliminating the worry of the Laguna Blade coming out anytime soon with it being on cooldown. So Fly tanking a whole lot, doing the real support moves there to keep Arbed's game good.
Arbed's bottle will get refilled on a mid lane. They're not baiting with the bottle. They're not gonna leave the bottle with the poison on, like Team Secret went for it. Kind of backfired. Puck level 7, 4 points, and Orb picks up another bottle rune. Another bottle rune. What? Bounty rune. So yeah, Exorcism still not online on the bottom lane. Death Prophet level 5 has a Falcon Blade.
Top tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
It seems like the PSG.LGD can do about it. They have smoked up. Nothing to say in Jinkyu. Maybe going to see if they can get the wraparound on EG after EG stick around to finish the tower off. Why? Try and set something up. Sleep catches Ice, but it won't catch on to Crit. Jinkyu continuing to close the gap, but Arbed is here. Does have Dream Coil at the ready. Jinkyu opens himself onto the pass. Nothing to say, has the follow-up.
Nice.
Crit is going to be able to buy time for Arbed to jump out to the side. Because Arbed will escape. Now commit onto Ice. Ice will fall, but he brings down Y with it.
Mina, can she land another stun? Seems to be a bit too speedy with the Windlace and Boots. That was such a clutch save. Arbed gets out. He scouts if there are any stacks being made. And they also dealt so much, like this top tower is actually deniable. EG does not have that much of tower damage, but they need to play with the catapults. Lina's bottle will be refilled on a mid lane.
The Dire have relinquished their top tower.
Go unharmed this game. 4-0-1. Refill mid. Let's see if they can make a go here. Arbed's got the Dream Coil. Set things up straight away. They're moving on to the leader. Crit's able to dodge the light strike array and the stop. Stay on top of Nothing to Say. Nothing to Say is trying to bottle up, but the right clicks are too much. They bring him down. Fly will fall in turn as Y turns and runs him down.
There's a lot of damage. That's 200 damage, but DD, yeah, Y looks pretty dead. The Lion.
Xingqiu, maybe Xingqiu can help. X out. Combo. Shard's actually going to grab the two of them there. Crit is going to be able to stop
He's going to beat them up.
And they just turn and kill them both as well.
And Abed, he's on fire. Like, Abed, Pod go brrrr. And yeah, his bottle will get refilled. Like, this is like 4th time that his bottle got refilled. They just keep going on.
He might not be done. He's already pushing back Faith behind it.
Dire's
Still with some time left on the DD route.
Dire's bottom tower
This is what
under
happens
attack.
when you leave it in. You don't take it out in the first few bans. Abe gets his hands on the puck and open the game phenomenally. Of course, a big shouts out to his support backup as well. You know, has some these movements from Crit and Fly around the mid lane that have just enabled him as much as he's popping off. Team effort's been perfect. Fly getting caught out here by Faith behind Xingqiu. Good silence and edge. Leave no chance for Fly to dive away.
Also, Abed should start using some other voice lines other than greetings. Pretty sure he has them unlocked.
I mean, wait, no, he doesn't. Wait, okay, yeah, he's golden too. Should have a few more. The jungle. G starting to take away some of PSG.LGD's
It will fall like a
safe
light
areas that they
is
need for
feeling
Arme.
its
How's Arme's
mortality.
progress looking?
Radiant's
Pretty
middle
slow this
tower is
game.
under attack.
Very slow. And this is definitely one of the, if not the slowest start we've seen from Arme on the Monkey King.
He got zoned out. Very hard matchup for him, playing into Tusk. And Viper can't really do that much. Died once. Not too bad, you know, considering what he was playing against.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane Crit. Trying to go for the bouncy rune here. Silence and stop. Now stop him. Gonna start to lead in onto Y. And time for Ice to head over Y. He's not gonna have any chance of escaping from this as he goes down. At the same time, down bottom, Arteezy killing the killie. He's been chased by Nothing to Say. Say got enough juke. Arteezy juke around the trees. Woo hoo hoo. But Dragon Slave does still hit him. There won't be enough damage. Arteezy's out.
Got it.
Arme. Fabian trying to look towards Fly. Fly no longer an easy kill though. He's hit the 6. Supernova is at the ready and Arbet by his side. PSG.LGD have to be careful about any fight they take around the mid lane. It's Dream Coil, Supernova, they're ready to go.
You can see them grouping around because they have a catapult. Let's see if Abed wants to tank any tower. Nah, he just denies it. Hits them with the greetings again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do.
Tusk actually gives Dome to Phoenix. Like, he just wants his Phoenix to hit level 12, potentially faster. What a bro, yeah?
What a bro.
Fight!
Arteezy so far having a really good game. Boots of travel. Wants to be able to connect with the rest of the team, just potentially outnumber the opponents going into BKB. He was thinking about the Falcon Blade, but since he picked up an Arcane Ring, has enough mana sustain, and with Boots of Travel, you're going to be teleporting to base more often.
The smoke movement is easy. They try and connect down the bottom lane flying Arbet.
Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality.
Stop to... maybe Arbet would just turn and go for him instead. He will. Green card drop down. Arteezy closes the gap. Y's gone. Now with the jump up to the Hydra, they're going to look for more. They're closing out with the snowball. They'll pick up 2. Xingqiu down as well. EG 14-4 right now.
This is the type of game that they need to play. Like, their heroes are very good right now. They know that Ame will not be able to join any team fights. He just wants to farm up. Usually Ame is the one who doesn't even join before he gets the Aghanim Scepter. Potentially, you know, with the TP, if they overextend. Other than that, he just wants to farm.
And this is really going to be one of those games
Dire's middle
it's
tower
pretty much going to be
is
impossible
learning
for Arme to turn up a
fear.
tool until he has the BKB, because in any of these fights, if the Dream Coil and a Nether Toxic get thrown down on top of him, he's pretty much useless if he can't benefit from the G.
Even if he gets a BKB, like, it's just going to be a hard game for Ahmed throughout pretty much the whole game against the Viper Strike. Then you have Volrus Punch, Static Link. Like, these are all abilities that most likely are going to be used on you.
Absolutely. This is very much EG coming out with what we needed to see. They knew that it's always going to be there. This first round of the draft, this Arme Monkey King. They had to have a plan, and definitely a lot of pieces that do seem to be very strong counters against it. Sliding into place here from me.
PSG.LGD, they still have a better late game if they can just slow it down, to not get overrun by EG. There's going to be this ET, still does not have a point in the natural order at all. Monkey King, we've seen what he can do once he gets the items, that profit. Fabian is actually relatively farmed. I'm not a big fan, to be honest, about the Falcon Blade and the Yule Scepter. It's a lot of mana. You still have a defensive tool with the Yule Scepter, but you don't bring any of utility to your teammates when you go for that kind of a build. And you also, it's still a good BKB game because you're playing into Puck, you're playing into Phoenix, you want to have something to kill the Supernova. Their heroes are actually not that good at killing Supernova, especially if you get the fire state from them.
Absolutely, which is going to be a problem considering that EG have...
Yeah, pretty much it's just Lina, with the Fiery Soul.
They are, for the most part, going to have to deal with that egg because come into play the Dream Coil and the Charge, and not necessarily going to have the option to run away from it. Team fights definitely will be scary once EG start to bring it to them. The pace of the game slowing down a little bit. So EG to look to make the next move. Tier 1 still available in the mid lane. It's probably going to be the next target. Already very low. Bringing the 5 in around mid. They've got a smoke. Fly does. They're ready to make a move here, EG. They know that they do need to still continue to use their strength right now against PSG.LGD.
This is their catch. Ice with the Road of Atos. He can initiate from a bit further away. JQ breaks the smoke.
We have to see how they start things off. RTZ coming in from the side, but JQ will be able to hold back the two with the stun. The light cycle comes down the channel. Picks him up. Over the side, Ahmed comes to the line. They bring down Ice. RTZ getting a decent link on. Wants to fake the out. Will turn. You through the Linos. Nothing to say falls. She's starting to reset a little bit. Wait out the Wukong's command before they look to get back in on this.
Top tower is under
They were
attack.
so ready for this. Nice positioning from JinQ. Two-man Earth Spike, they were ready. That Prophet using the Exorcism straight away. It's just a trade, but Lina, she would love to not die there. Instead, let's say they trade a support for Viper, would be a big W, I would say, for PSG.LGD.
We did see some sort of safety at the end there from EG. Not trying to run straight back in. RTC hasn't quite got the BKB, so rather waiting for that before they really try and push it. They just sort of leave with the trade that they get. One for one.
Middle tower is
RTC
under
just
attack.
making sure that he could finish off. Nothing to say on the way out. Deciding not to commit anything else now. RTZ arming rather deep on his own up top. Trying to get this BKB finished. He's going to be found by JinQ and Arme. It's easy. I don't know if there's any way he can
juke this?
I mean, if he can, that's going to be quite something. He's up in the trees, Arme. Again, just in time before RTZ escapes. Back over to mid, Arme. Nice. Looking to chase down, nothing to say. Arme's certainly going to dive in for that one.
It's just so much overtime damage. Witchblade plus anything from Viper. On top of Urn of Shadow, it's just you need BKBs. You're gonna need the BKBs. Ame pretty much going for his standard stuff. I'll get that Battle Fury, which will get me closer to the Aghanim Scepter, and then I'll possibly get a BKB. He can still swap things around, but I feel like he needs it. He needs to be able to jump on the targets and just deal damage.
Yeah, Ice stepping in rather deep here. Spotted out by Y. That PSG.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
Regeneration!
No difference. Feigning it just at this 2k. And Battle Fury done. Piece of the Monkey King is going to pick up. That kill on RTZ definitely helping. RTZ was definitely tempted. He just wanted to stick around that one last wave because that would have given them
The Dyer's high has
But that
grown
Death Though gets
thick.
knocked back a little bit. Farm
Dyer's
it up.
bottom tower
Much safer
hopes
position.
for
Clean up
aid.
his triangle. And he will have the BKB ready for the next.
Nether Shawl drop for both of these teams. The most perfect item, you're always gonna have and find the usage for it. It's definitely the best tier 2 neutral item in the game.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
You can see
attack.
the problem that EG got is we don't have enough damage. We don't have enough tower damage. And for PSG.LGD is they're struggling to initiate a fight. Their Lion and ET, they're not really good at starting a fight. Your offlane is a dead Prophet, and you're in a situation where you can't just group around because you don't really feel comfortable fighting right now. You would rather farm. So they're just gonna play slowly, most of the time it's like either be counter-reactive to what they're doing, or try to smoke out the bottom and get a pick off. They need to be very careful about EG's like rotating potential because of Sus.
Here's Baiting here, he's got the BKB, he's ready to fight. They do commit on him, but already over to the side. Pretty easy, they'll collapse on nothing to say. Bring down the leader, now Ahmed, Dream Coil, locked down onto Arme. EG will be able to turn and take down both cores. Arteezy bait works perfectly. At the BKB, was more than ready for them to jump into positions aggressively. PSG.LGD, they fall for it.
Surprised they decided to take that move. There is still a tier 1 tower on the top lane. They can easily TP, they can outnumber them, and as you said, Razor with the BKB, he was ready. This is what I just mentioned, like the growth-taking potential coming up to the top, they have enough. He pops the drum, on top of that, just wants to be able to secure it as fast as possible.
Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast.
No chance for contest here from PSG.LGD. HBM trying to get some pressure onto that bottom tier 1 tower. Yeah, half HP on the bottom tower. The other tier 1 taking a scrap. EG really are yet to lose any sort of objective on their half. PSG.LGD just haven't managed to get the push together yet.
This is where the difference comes from. They have taken 3 towers, they have not lost a single one, they took the Roche as well. PSG.LGD, they are finding the farm on the map, Ame getting closer to that Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Again,
attack.
we have seen PSG.LGD get the wins, and so sometimes in the games they have dropped. It's very much been Arme, AFK farming, the Battle Fury, the Axe, and then suddenly the game just comes to an end. At least in the one loss we did see from them. G definitely playing at the sort of the pace that's going to try and force that situation here. Zarbed to get some right click online. We're going for the Deso. Not massively, the extra bit of physical burst.
Yeah, it's just they don't have enough tower damage. This is why he's itemizing this way. He went for the damage talent, going into Deso, phase shift attack. Makes a lot of sense. Top lane, Ame getting caught.
A bit of help. Viper Strike's down on me. He's gonna drop the Wukong's command. Silence does come in, but he's gonna sink very low with the Viper Strike. But just to keep himself alive, as now the turnaround's attended by Faithian, moving over to right side. Q as well closing in as they bring down both of them and keep Arme
It's so
alive.
important that he does not die there. He could have also just tried to TP out. I think he would have enough time. Abed chasing, has a blink dagger and invis, but the rest of the team is not there.
He had the chance to pop Faithian. Faithian very much aware that the move would be coming into play as he was guarded by his 2 supports.
PSG.LGD, they are happy how things are going for them right now. No, Ame didn't die. They still don't want to take the fight before the BKBs. Lina getting close to 1. Actually has enough gold soon. Dead Prophet also getting very close. So once they get those 3 BKBs up, they will be ready to fight. Even like before, I think Ame might need to be
on the side
joining fights.
Ahmed gonna see nothing to say. Little split for the rest of his team as he's up on the cliff. He's gonna turn, drop the Schooner, but the snowball comes out with Supernova out. PSG.LGD, they can't head up into the high ground. Keep their distance, nothing can be done to save, nothing to say.
Nothing to say, nothing to save, huh?
Certainly is with him dead for 35. PG can start putting some pressure on the tier 2s. Ice. Over the mid tower.
They're like, we're playing for 25. We do not have enough tower damage. Just wait until Viper gets poison attack, affects buildings, then we're good to go.
Gonna take a little bit of time, but maybe that is the late game that we actually do have.
Got it.
Very careful, though, jumps away. Come down here. Ice, waiting at the side.
He killed the
a lot of damage as Arme's gone. Fly and Ice ready for him to make that jump.
He killed the creep. Arteezy was trying to TP with the boost of travel. I'm not sure if they did not have a glyph or did not want to pop it. Glyph, Radiant team on pull. Yeah, it was on cooldown, 7 seconds.
Yes, very, very costly for Arme. So over to the side crit. Finds Y alone. The kills will give EG the space to push on in the mid lane.
No
tier 2
can stop the flames.
How much more they can find whilst they do still have the Aegis on Arbe.
Dyer's middle tower is learning
200 gold away from the full Desolator. timing to get the chance at start pushing at the high
Foil
ground.
on Lina.
Aggressive jump
BKB.
start there. They force out that BKB straight away without the Hex and the stun coming out for Jinky, but Crit to take them away from the stun. Nice spot from Arme. Arme TP's over towards the mid. Crit backs out to the side. Extra TP over from Wise. They look to close the gap. Faithbian will push back Arbed. EG just kiting these two BKBs. Jump back in Arteezy with the blink. Arbed finds out two of them, nothing to say. All alone, he's going to use himself. Arbed will get burst at once, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready for a second round. Arteezy doesn't have nothing to say. He's even thinking about chasing into the base for why. He wants to go past the tier 3s, up to the tier 4s. He really wants this one. Will pop us out, but Arteezy keeps on diving. Blinks to the side. He's out of there. They won't be able to punish him with 3 dead on PSG.LGD.
The way this fight started, you know, snowball, PSG.LGD just like, yeah, they're gonna come into our base, 2 blinks, they get out of the trouble, BKB's already popped, and then they reset. Arteezy goes in, cleans them up with that this is such an actually valuable pickup on him, going for that blink dagger to be able to catch people, get out of the trouble, like just get on top of Monkey King more easy. I think that's the most important.
Monkey King getting on the leader as well. Another hero that just hates having heroes just jumping right close of her, because then suddenly she's forced to use herself, and that leaves her in a very vulnerable position, as we see here. Nothing to say, buys a bit of time. As soon as he's back down, Arteezy's waiting and ready to kill him off.
Good first usage of Aegis. It was about to expire, 30 seconds. They still get the most out of it.
Arteezy's ready to go. Pop the BKB, the static link. They're just setting a trap every single time.
3-man core.
The 3 of them. They can do more than this EG. They're chasing over. Nice striker raid down onto Crit, super over from the high ground, forcing PSG.LGD to run the shots. Won't grab anyone, but Arbe, he's still trying to chase off, but this is up into the high ground. Again, any sort of stun landed as he comes out of the face. If they can't
get him.
He's out of there, Arbe. No catch for him.
My finest creation gets out of the trouble, and so far they did not manage to kill Puck, not even once. I see Eon Disc queued up. That's just gonna be a huge issue. No one buys like into Nullifier. You can dispel it with the Yule Scepter, which is okay-ish, but still you need to deal with the phase shift, you need to deal with the blink, and possibly Yule Scepter on him as well.
How do you kill this Puck? We're seeing PSG really struggling to keep Arme safe, even in that situation where he was farming in his own triangle and did pretty much have the whole team behind him. They just couldn't do anything to stop a blink initiation from Arteezy. Links in, BKB static link. Arme's going to die pretty much every time to that play.
There is no counterplay. Like, even if he pops a BKB, he's still gonna be in trouble, but a bit less, you know. Wukong's command could potentially turn things around. 12k gold lead. I'm gonna call it suddenly for EG, where like they were keeping it to 2k gold lead. Yeah, just skyrocketed.
The Dire have fortified their growth.
Straight up.
Radiant structures are fortified. The Stream Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's got his eyes on nothing to say. They're in with the jump initiation, punch into the snow, got nothing to say. Will pop the BKB, but she's already fallen too low. He'll come down off the back of this shield. Instant death there. Most of the side, Arme will get the push on command out. Ice, touching and the Viper straight onto Arme. His RT is still with the BKB in the static link. Arme's gone. The loose to the line. 3 dead yet again on PSG.LGD. Facedown's trying to chase down Fly. But Fly's got back up. Chris jumps in. Over towards the DP. Facedown will be able to turn things to them down, but he'll lose his life for it. 4 dead on PSG.LGD. And Arbe's not done. He's up to the high ground, chasing down White. Crit in as well as a force back EG. RTC's in with the slow. It's a team wipe. As EG clean up every single one of them. PSG.LGD all dead. 30 to 10 now. As EG's pace and momentum is just far too much for PSG.LGD.
It's just
can't
they
withstand
did
this
not
at all.
have answer for this spot. Crit Tusk also causing a lot of issue every single time. Like, he has this BKB piercing ability. You're never gonna feel safe playing against Tusk. I would not be surprised if PSG.LGD GG's out after one next fight.
Definitely feels like it could be going that way. It's getting infinitely harder for PSG.LGD to be able to carry on the back of Arme's Monkey King, something that they felt confident in enough to open draft after draft with here on the main stage. And after this game, if EG can keep this up and get the win, they may have sort of shaken up PSG.LGD enough to maybe look towards something a bit different, because EG coming in with solid answers this game to Arme's Monkey.
They were so prepared for this. You can feel that they were ready, you know, kind of feels like a big bait coming up from EG. Yeah, go on, pick your Monkey King, we'll be able to counter it.
A lot of things in play that are causing issues, but definitely this RTZ Razor, the final pick, the build that he's gone for, that really just sealed the deal on top of everything else. Mid lane, diving in onto nothing to say again, have to put the BKB and running, they do try and get the hex, the light track array onto Ahmed, but the Eon disc is good to go. Ahmed will be able to jump out the side. Ahmed trying to get in on his own, here's RTZ, he swings round, BKB and Static Link down to the Monkey King. Ahmed has got nothing that he can do here. Ahmed's down yet again. Ahmed diving down the rest of them, jumping around over on GQ and Y, crits him with a punch onto the other side, and Y goes down. GQ whipping himself out of the game as RTZ will help with his whip as well. 4 dead, once more. It really does feel like there's just nothing to be done, and there isn't. GG is called.
Yeah, I've seen LGD when they're losing the games, they tend to GG out a bit earlier. You know, they feel they do not want to be in this anymore. They do not want this to their mentality coming into the second game. They just call it.
This is just perfect preparation from EG. They knew exactly what to expect from PSG.LGD in this series. This game 1, PSG.LGD, they've tried to do what they've been getting away with so far. EG they've just given them a big flat no. They said,
Yeah,
you
they
can't
just
do
said,
this. You won't play like this against us. We will
not
destroy
in this
it.
game. They were so ready for Monkey King. They kind of ruined them. You know, it